What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. And we got to talk about that issue between the LSU girls and the South Carolina women's team, and it was pretty intense. And I think many of us saw some kind of mix up coming a mile away. I mean, when you play a team in your conference that much, y'all battling for the same thing. South Carolina feeling like, Caitlin catching fire kept them from winning the title last year because LSU benefited from that, not having to face Cardozo. And they went on to win it all last year. They feel like, okay, we have been the undefeated team over the last few seasons or regular seasons, but LSU has a title to show for it. And LSU feels like, no, we are the top team in the conference because we have that. So they're just battling over the same thing. So these types of things happen in the game of basketball. Just forget the women's game. I'm just saying in the sport altogether, this happens. And you can see like Angel Reese, some little hair pulling during the game. You can see like little back and forth things like that. Cardoso throwing a few bowls her way. So we seen these things coming. But what happened right before the melee, you saw South Carolina get a few steals and start to pull away a little bit. And the young lady was yelling in Flaujae Johnson's face. Flaujae's brother jumps on the floor to try to defend her after Cardoso pushes her down, defending her teammate. And, and chaos kind of ensues. Players were ejected. I think they only finished with 5 players from each team. Now, Cardoso won't be eligible for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Likely won't affect them with the seed they're going to get, the number 1 overall seed. So they'll win that game and have her back for any games after that. So that's not too big of a deal. But what everyone is talking about right now is the difference between Dawn Staley's response and Kim Mulkey's response. The same Kim Mulkey that suspended Angel Reese earlier this year for what she called conduct detrimental to the team. Let's check out what they both had to say. Let's peek.
But I'm going to say this. Flaujae came to me after the game, right after the game, and she just apologized and said she's not that type of player. And I really appreciate that. It's something that somebody won't ever hear if I didn't say anything. And she's not. She's a really good person. Things just got escalated. I'll take responsibility for what happened from our side of it, which is we don't, we talk about these things as a team, and we try to, as much as possible, express to them how not to react in those type of situations. But real time is real time, and I know that anybody, Kamilla, as well as the other 4 or 5 players that were ejected, I know if they had a chance to do it all over again, they would do it differently. But now we have that. I just don't want the people who are tuning in to women's basketball see that and think, that is our game, because it isn't. Our game is a really beautiful thing. And to be quite honest, this is a part of it now. So we have to fix it and we have to move on.
It's ugly. It's not good. No one wants to be a part of that. No one wants to see that ugliness. But I can tell you this. I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. Don't push a kid. You 6'8", don't push somebody that little. That was uncalled for, in my opinion. Let those 2 girls that were jawing, let them go at it.
We're not scared of South Carolina, and I'm gonna repeat that. We're not scared of South Carolina. And a lot of people are scared of them, and we came in and battled and battled and battled and battled and battled to the end. And of course, we came up short, but we'll see them again, or whoever will see them again. But I'm just happy, and I'm gonna acknowledge my teammates first, because Janae, Aaliyah, they came off the bench and did big things for us. Michaela, she was frustrated because she had to do minimum numbers in minimum time, but she came out there and did what she did, and she defended and she played as hard as she could. So being able to be proud of this team, I'm not going to give them all the credit because I know how hard we played. We played hard, we played tough, we did whatever it took to win, and sadly we came up short, but I'm happy where we are right now, and anybody seeing us moving forward should be scared.
Holy moly. What? Spin it? Yeah.
Flaujae is crazy. Flaujae,
Thug
Thug
brother.
Brother. I'm recording.
So that last clip there was some lady texting someone about the issue between South Carolina and LSU and calling Flaujae Johnson a thug, her brother who jumped on the court, and also talking about her dad. But the lady in the video, I'm guessing, knows Flaujae and said that her father is deceased. So that's just someone texting, not knowing exactly what they're talking about. Just emotional. Already have a preconceived notion about who a black person is or what they represent without even knowing the person. So, but that's not too uncommon, to see what somebody think in South Carolina. Shoot, I'm from North Carolina, so we see these type of things all the time. They not out the norm like that. So, but I just wanted to put that out there to show y'all what they really thought about the LSU girls when that happened. But yeah, man, Cardoso, she was throwing her weight around pretty good tonight, and these teams, they don't like each other, man. I was entertained by that game, actually. So I love that it's not overly friendly like the men's game, to be honest with you. And that's extra motivation for LSU if they see them again to finally get over that South Carolina hump. Now, Michaela wasn't able to play her 4 minutes because she was playing through an injury, and that probably could have made a big difference in the game too, because she's a beast, man. And Angel battled, Cardoso battled, and if you saw like the night before, Cardoso, they beat Tennessee off of a banked three. She shot it from the top of the key and banked it in from the front as time expired. So they were that close to not even playing today. But I think that was another good notable game for the women's game, because the women's game is kind of taking over the men's college game. To me, what they have is real stars in the women's game this year. So, and then I saw Caitlin Clark on a commercial with Jimmy Butler and Reggie Miller earlier. So I thought, and it was a State Farm commercial. So these types of things is happening. And I know a lot of people have some bad things to say about it, but I think this adds to the celebrity of an Angel Reese, having multiple rivals. Her and Cardoso, they go to the WNBA. It'll be bad blood there. They'll be on opposite teams, be battling in the paint at the WNBA level. That viewership will continue to go up. You don't want to see that happen in the game, because one of the things that happens is you lose important players for the NCAA tournament, or you might lose them like Cardoso for round one. But if punches was thrown, she might have missed 2 or 3 rounds, and then something like that, South Carolina get knocked off, and it could be to the detriment of your team. But physicality and, mix-ups and pushing and stuff like that, skirmishes, that's gonna happen because you put so much into the game. The person that's standing right in your way and is a perceived threat, that's just human nature. And it was good to see, even though, yeah, we know the rules and you ain't supposed to leave the bench, but human nature is you're going to get up off that bench and go defend your teammate. So I don't think anything was wrong with what the girls did after the situation presented itself. Now, Kim Mulkey, let me get on her right quick. You can't suspend Angel Reese and talk about conduct detrimental to the team and everything you were saying earlier this year and say, but I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese, because that sounded like you would have sicked Angel Reese on her. So don't say that. That's a nasty undertone that you have right there, or it could be overtone. Whatever you want to call it. I don't condone how she said that. Because you saying she had conduct detrimental to the team earlier this year. Say she pushed Angel Reese swing off and stick her in her jaw a couple times, and then they start fighting. Then you lose Angel Reese for the NCAA tournament. Would you have wished she hit Angel Reese or pushed Angel Reese then? No, you wouldn't have. So don't say that. Don't say that, because it sounds like Angel Reese is the one that if y'all fight, you'll sick her on somebody. But you want to talk about, I don't know what happened between y'all, but maybe she talked back to you or something like that earlier this year. But you suspended her for conduct detrimental to the team, and I don't appreciate that. I appreciate Dawn Staley's answer on the court and in her post-game interview about the game and giving Flaujae her flowers for going and apologizing. I don't think Kim Mulkey should have said what she said, how she said it, because it looks like, she lost the game and she wanted to fight herself is how it sounded. You talking about you wish you would have pushed Angel Reese, but Cardoso was going over there because Flaujae had moved the girl out her face, which Flaujae should have done because the girl was yelling right in her face, really in a celebratory way and like a taunting type of way. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.